Good evening. I'm Jacqueline Sustaita, President of the Weslaco ISD Board of Trustees. This special board meeting is being conducted in compliance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. Notice of this meeting has been posted online for at least 72 hours. A recording of this training is being made, or this meeting, and will be available to the public at a later date. The time is now 5:33, and I'll call this meeting to order. I'll now begin the roll call. Trustee Rodriguez.
Present.
Trustee Cuellar.
Present.
Trustee Castillo.
Present.
Okay, he's meeting us via Google Meet.
I'll turn on my camera as soon as I get to this parking lot, I'm sorry. But I'm
Okay,
here.
sounds good, we know you're here. Trustee Trevino is running a little late. Trustee Nieto?
Present.
Trustee De Los Santos?
Present.
Okay. Let the record reflect that a quorum is in attendance. And now, we'll move on to item number 3, public comments.
You have one.
Okay. Thank you. Can we please have the person who signed up to come up to the podium? Wait, where is the podium? Over there. Good afternoon. Can you please state your name and address?
Diana Garza, 1011 East 10th Street, Mercedes.
Okay, thank you. I'll just go ahead and read the paragraph to you. You'll have 3 minutes, and Trustee Rodriguez will let you know when you have 1 minute left. Pursuant to the Texas Open Meetings Act, the Board of Trustees may not deliberate on any comments made by a member of the public on a subject that is not included on the agenda posted with notice of this meeting. As per the Texas Attorney General, the scope of board discussion for a subject not part of the meeting agenda is limited to only a proposal by a board member to place the subject on a future board agenda. Specific factual information or recitation of existing policy may be furnished in response to inquiries, but the board shall not deliberate or decide regarding any subject that is not included on the agenda posted with notice of the meeting. Audience participation at a board meeting is limited to the portion of the meeting designated for that purpose. At all other times during a board meeting, the audience shall not enter into discussion or debate on matters being considered by the board unless recognized by the presiding officer. No public comment presentation shall exceed 3 minutes. Any disruptive behavior by any speaker may result in the speaker's removal from participation in the meeting. Please be mindful of using names or personally identifiable information, as there is no immunity from defamatory comments while participating in public comments. Go ahead.
Good evening, school board trustees, Dr. Rivera, students, staff, parents. I just wanted to come up here. A huge congratulations, Jackie. And I hope that you continue to do an amazing job. And God bless you as you continue to serve the district. Also, congratulations to Mr. Eddie Serna for, his victory. And he'll get a seat, And I'm going to take Mr. De Los Santos' words, those borrowed seats. You all, as you begin new terms, and those of you that are on there still, let us not forget why you're there. It is an unpaid position, right? Unpaid elected position, and you're there to serve every single student, parent, staff, and not to be self-serving. So a lot of times we tend to forget why you're there. And please keep in mind, you got elected, you're there to serve everyone. And be there, put the interest of the students at heart, every single student. The decisions should be based on what's best for the students first and foremost. Without students, we don't have jobs, we don't have school boards. So again, thank you for all that you do. It is an unpaid position, so let us not forget why you're there, why you're on those borrowed seats. So again, congratulations, Jackie, Mr. Eddie. And God continue to bless Weslaco ISD. Thank you for all that you all do.
Thank you, Ms. Garza. Okay, there are no other public comments. We'll move on to item number 4. This is the canvass election returns of the school board trustee election of November 5, 2024. We're going to approve the order declaring candidates elected to trustee positions and issue certifications of election. Dr. Rivera?
Yes. For place 1, is it on the screen? Okay, for place 1, Joel Rivera had a total of 6,562 votes. Eddie Serna, 6,636. Duffy Cardenas, 3,119. And the winner was Eddie Serna. For place 2, Mark de los Santos. His votes were 13,902. The winner is Mark de los Santos. For place 3, Ramon Reséndez, 6,846. Jackie Sustaita, 8,829. The winner, Jackie Sustaita. Now, just a motion to approve.
Okay, do I have a motion? Do I have a second? Second. Okay, we'll go ahead and take it to a vote. Please signify you approve by saying aye when I call your name. Trustee Rodriguez?
Aye.
Trustee Cuellar?
Aye.
Trustee Trevino has joined us. Trustee Nieto? Aye. Trustee De Los Santos?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes.
I vote aye too.
And Mr. Castillo, I forgot. Sorry, forgot you were there. All right, thank you. So motion passes, and we'll move on to item number 5. We'll administer the oath of office to the newly elected trustees. And we will begin with me, because Ms. Singletary, is she here? Here you go. Okay, we'll go ahead and begin. So here is the script. Where did I leave it? Here it is. Okay.
Oh, yeah, yes, yes.
Okay. Yes. My mom and my grandma. Yeah.
The family can please join us.
Yeah, nobody, that's, see, the family.
Okay. Hey, I haven't seen you. She was at school. Come on, Zoe. Josie? Okay. All right.
Ready?
Yes.
Go ahead and raise your right hand, please. In the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, go ahead and repeat after me. I, Jacqueline Sustaita,
I, Jacqueline Sustaita,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
execute the duties
execute the duties
of the office of
of the office of
Weslaco ISD Board of Trustees, Place 3
Weslaco ISD Board of Trustees, Place 3
of the state of Texas,
of the state of Texas,
and will,
and will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws
and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations on another term.
Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Okay, so now we'll move on to place 1. That is Mr. Ericerna.
Bring everybody up here. Before we begin, guys, it's always an honor to be here. Dr. Rivera, you were my principal when I was here and graduated in '85, so always glad to be back. President Sustaita and all the board members, thank you for allowing us this honor. Vénganse todos. Raise your right hand and repeat after me after I say, in the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, say I, Eduardo Serna,
I, Eduardo Serna,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I would faithfully execute
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of WISD Board of Trustees
of WISD Board of Trustees,
Place 1.
Place 1
of the state of Texas,
of the state of Texas,
and I will,
and I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
preserve,
preserve,
protect,
and
defend
defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United
of
States
the United States
and of this state,
and of this state,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Serna. So before Mr. Serna joins us, we just have a little gift of appreciation for Trustee Trevino, and I'm just going to go ahead and read what it says here. It says, this is the Dedicated Service Award to Jesse Trevino for your loyal dedication and unwavering commitment. Thank you for your outstanding contributions towards our goals and for making Weslaco ISD stand above the rest, second to none. So thank you, Mr. Trevino, for everything for the last 4 years. Much appreciated.
Yes, before I, yes, congratulations. Yes, sir. Before I exit the seat, I just want to thank everybody, thank the community for Weslaco for getting me on here. It definitely has been a journey, a four-year journey, and we've managed to do a lot of things here and move Weslaco in the right direction. A story I wanted to share with you guys before I exit, because you know you get into politics, and by no means at all am I a politician. I was always a teacher first, coach, and not a politician. But about 2 months ago, you know, it's I think everybody here knows, but this is what there's going to be a point to the story is I was assaulted about 2 months ago. And it was all politically based, or the reasons behind it was all politics. And luckily, all I suffered was a broken right hand. And during that time, you know, you come to think about how crazy things are, and it's all because of the forensic audit that we administered here and that we did in Weslaco to try to do the right thing here. Luckily, we finished off with Dr. Rivera here as our superintendent, and that was probably the best choice that we made, because I know we went through a rough time there where we were subbing. It almost seemed like we were subbing in superintendents in and out because of, you know, they just wouldn't carry out what was being you know, what was expected of them, and carrying out trying to correct the forensic audit. There was a reason why it was done. And so in the future, I really hope that, you know, they continue with these audits, because it keeps people in line, it keeps checks and balances for the district. And I really hope that in the next few coming years, there's another one, and that's the time that I'll be evaluated and what I did during the time that we were here. So, you know, aside from that, it was aside from that experience, everything else was great. It was definitely a lot of work. I know at some point, like in a year and a half into it, 2 years into it, we look back and, man, we've had 70 meetings, and in a period of a year and a half, and that just tells you guys we were up here a lot, and we were up here a lot trying to correct things. And I think now with Dr. Rivera here, and I think the board members all being on the same page, we expect some great things. And you know, we just passed that big bond, and now with Mr. Serna here, we do have a big responsibility. And it's not just to sit up here and agree with everything. We got to ask the tough questions, and we got to make sure everyone is doing their job. And you know, I really appreciate all the support while we were here, or while I was here in this position. And I wish nothing but the best to all the fellow board members that are still going to be here, and Coach Sedna here, that's coming on board. He's coming in at the right time. I think this will be a great board to continue to work with. So thank you very much, everybody.
Are we getting she wants to take a picture. Great. All of us? Okay. In the front or back here? Right there? Yes, yes, definitely. Mr. Trevino, before you leave really quickly. Yeah, we.
Okay.
And then we want to say some comments. It's better. We have a few comments. We're going to go one by one too.
No, but he's going to come here. Say a few comments.
Okay. What's it? I'll stay from down here.
Coach, you're over here now.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Appreciate it. Thank you. Well, as a coach, I think I want to stand up. I feel more comfortable standing up, but I really appreciate, first of all, thanking everyone out here for showing up today. It means a lot. And another thing, I was thrown aback from the election results. 16,000 votes came in. I mean, it just humbles you a little bit that, you know, we had a good showing in the elections. And I know it was a presidential election, but we still had a great showing. Thank the citizens of Weslaco, but appreciate that for allowing me to come up here on this borrowed seat, and it is a borrowed seat. But first and foremost, I want to thank God. You know, we're here. I mean, I'm here because of God, and I mean, I know you can't say it enough. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank God for placing me here. My mom, you know, can't be here today, but I really appreciate her, and because of her, she pushed us, and of course my dad is in a better place today, and I always think back to some moments in my life whenever things get tough. You know, I think about some of those moments, and of course my son, you know, love y'all, can't be here either. You know, he's in a better place. My sister, one of my older sisters as well, I feel him today. I feel him with me. So I thank God, I thank them, and, you know, I want to thank all of you, the Weslaco community, family members, friends. I can't say enough. There's just so many of you that came out, and I felt the support from day one. You know, it was you know, indecisive here, yes, no, and then yes, let's go. And I felt good about it because there was a lot of people from different areas telling me, let's do it. You're good. You'll be all right. Of course, we never know until the elections are over. We never know. Until that day, I wasn't sure, but I wasn't nervous. I'm more nervous today than I was that day. But that's the way it is, I guess. And, you know, I thank Coach Trevino for his service. And I appreciate, you know, the work that they did, because they did do a lot of work. I've been here all my life practically, and I've seen it, you know, some of the things that, you know, and I know that there's a lot of work involved. So I thank the family, I thank the friends, I thank the supporters, I thank the citizens of Weslaco for coming out to vote. And I'm looking forward for this opportunity to work with this team of our 7 school board members, along in collaboration with Dr. Rivera, making it the team of 8. And I'm going to use a coaching little cliche that I don't know when it came up, but one team, one direction. And that's going up. We're going up. One team, one direction. That's the way I always preach to the players. We've got to be in the same direction. We've got to be working together, and that's the way we're going to make some progress. So, again, that's what I'm bringing today. And for the next 4 years, So we'll be, I know we're going to work together. So thank you again. Appreciate it.
Mr. Nieto had a few words, Mr. Trevino.
Yes, first of all, thank you, Coach Trevino, for the 4 years of service. I got to know you in a closer area that we work together. Best of luck in your future, and welcome, Coach Serna. I've known Coach Serna for many years, so he said we're going to be a team of 8. We will continue to be a team of 8 in the best interest of students and staff, and of course, the whole community. So thank you again. Thank you, and welcome.
Thank you.
Anybody else on the stage?
Mr. Trevino, Jesse, well, I'll call you Jesse. Jesse, as Jesse stated, we had a wild ride, I would think, throughout these 4 years. And, that first year and a half, like I said, there was a lot of discussions, a lot of meetings. Like I said, over 70 meetings were done within those 18 months, and it was all just corrective action based on the audit and things like that. So at the end of the day, it's like Jesse said, regardless of what people saw, we saw the media, we saw the newspaper articles, we heard about the tabloids of, they're trying to sell papers, but the whole team was focused regardless. Yes, there was differences of opinion, but when that audit came up, and actually, I'm going to give you the credit because he brought it up. He brought up the forensic audit on trying to come off of a roadmap on how to restructure so we could be more effective, be more productive, and be more efficient financially as well, too. So it led to a lot of positives, and realistically, I had to let that be known that you were the one that brought that up, and it just got carried through the team. It got followed through, and it was an amazing journey. And to be standing where we are at now, too, with the district is a lot in a much better condition. It's probably the most financially dominant district that we have right now in the Rio Grande Valley out of 38 districts. And it's highly effective. And so, thank you for participating in that journey and being there together with me as well, too. Respect you a lot. Thank you so much.
Just lastly, I want to thank Judge Sergio Valdez for being here, taking time from his duties to come give me the oath of office. Thank you, Judge.
Add a very significant contribution that Jesse Trevino, Coach Trevino, made to the position that he held, and that was to always keep in mind the safety of our schools, our students, our staff, when we went through a trying time with COVID. Nobody knew what to do or how to handle that thing, but he was there every step of the way, stressing and enforcing every possible measure to ensure that our students and staff were always safe. So, Jesse, thank you for that.
Coach, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure and an honor being a team together. It's been 4 years. They went by so quick. I can't believe 4 years already passed, but wishing you the best and good luck in all your endeavors. Wishing you the best.
Just like everybody said, thank you for your service. I know these 4 years did fly by, and best of luck in the future. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Now it is Mr. De Los Santos' turn. Mr. De Los Santos? Oh, Ben had to log off. He just sent a message right now, so he's not on here anymore.
About 25,000 kids.
That's right.
But it's really amazing when you see all the kids as a family, their parents as a family, the community as a family, and the school staff as a family. You're motivated and inspired to do a lot of great things. There's no question in my mind, Marcos will continue to do great things for WISD. The De Los Santos family has a great legacy tradition of being community-minded and always caring about kids. So I'm very honored to be here to give the oath of office. I also want to say this. I was a school board member in PSJ about 40 years ago, and I'll tell you this, it is a lot of work, it is a full-time job. Back then I was in private practice. As soon as I left the school board, my income doubled overnight. It really is a major time commitment, and there is no position more important than school board trustee. The responsibility is incredible over parents, community, and so many children. Incredible position. With that in mind, Marcos, let me ask you to raise your right hand if you would, please. And repeat after me. I, Marcos de los Santos.
I, Marcos de los Santos,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office of
the duties of the office of
Place 2,
Place 2,
Board of Trustees,
Board of Trustees,
Weslaco Independent School District
Weslaco Independent School District
of the state of Texas.
of the state of Texas,
And that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Mr. De Los Santos. Ms. Coach Serna. Okay, now that was item number 5. We are done with the oaths of office. So now we'll move on to item number 6, which is the reorganization of the Board of Trustees. And I'll go ahead and read the script that I have here. I will now consider nominations for board president.
I nominate Mr. Isidoro Nieto
Second.
for our next president of the school board.
Okay, Mr. Isidoro Neto has been nominated for the position of board president. The chair asks the nominee if they consent to the nomination.
Yes.
Okay. Are there any other nominations for board president? Don't hear any? Okay. So the chair declares the nominations closed. I will consider a motion to name Mr. Nieto, trustee Isidoro Nieto, as the board president.
I make a motion to nominate or to place Mr. Isidoro Nieto as board president.
Okay, and we had already had a second?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just reading the script. There's a motion by Mr. Cuellar and seconded by Mr. De Los Santos
Yes.
to name Mr. Isidoro Nieto as board president. All those in favor signify by saying aye when I call your name, or say no if you are opposed. Trustee Rodriguez.
Aye.
Trustee Cuellar.
Aye.
Trustee Serna.
Aye.
Trustee Nieto. I mean, sorry, you don't vote for yourself? I'm used to going through his name, that's why. Sorry, I had to click now. Trustee De Los Santos.
Aye.
All right, and I vote aye. And Ben logged off already, but he was also in agreement to whatever we decided, so he'll be fine.
So, of course, thank you for the nomination and the confidence, and we will continue as a team of 8, working together in the best interest of students and staff, and with Dr. Rivera. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nieto. All right, so motion passes, and now we can go ahead. Oh, we still have the vice president and the secretary.
Since she's the president, she has to do the official.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, so I guess it's the same script for the vice president and the secretary. So do I have a motion to consider somebody for the vice president?
I have a motion to nominate Armando Cuellar as vice president.
Second.
Okay. So now, Trustee Armando Cuellar has been nominated for the position of vice president. The chair asks the nominee if they consent to the nomination.
Yes.
Okay. Are there any other nominations for vice president? Okay. So the chair declares the nominations closed. I will consider a motion to name Trustee Armando Cuellar as the vice president. Do you have a motion?
A motion to name Armando Cuellar as vice president.
And second by me.
Okay. There's a motion by Trustee De Los Santos and seconded by Trustee Nieto to name Trustee Armando Cuellar as vice president. All those in favor signify by saying aye when I call your name, or say no if you are opposed. Trustee Rodriguez.
Aye.
Trustee Serna.
Aye.
Trustee Nieto.
Aye.
Trustee De Los Santos.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. So we are now,
Like Mr. Nieto I echo his sentiment. Appreciate the confidence in nominating me for this position, and we will continue to do what we've been doing to move in a positive direction and to work as a team of 8. And again, this is an honor, so thank you very much.
okay. Thank you, Coach Cuellar. And now we will go on to the secretary. I will now consider nominations for secretary.
I nominate Jaime Rodriguez as secretary.
I second.
All right. Jaime Rodriguez has been nominated for the position of secretary. The chair asks the nominee if they consent to the nomination.
I do.
Okay. The chair declares the nomination. Oh, are there any other nominations for secretary? No? Okay. The chair declares the nominations closed. I will consider a motion to name Trustee Rodriguez as the secretary.
A motion to name Trustee Rodriguez as secretary.
Okay. Second. All right, so we have a motion by Mr. De Los Santos and second by Mr. Cuellar to name Trustee Jaime Rodriguez as the secretary. All those in favor signify by saying aye when I call your name, or say no if you are opposed. Trustee Cuellar.
Aye.
Trustee Serna.
Aye.
Trustee Nieto.
Aye.
Trustee De Los Santos.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. And Dr. Jaime Rodriguez was and still is now the secretary.
And
All right.
thank you also for the nomination, and continue great work with our new team of 8 here, and along with Coach Serna. Looking forward to moving the district along there. Thank you.
All right,
A couple of comments here.
please switch.
First of all, Coach Cuellar has a lot of experience as a former board president. So in case I'm ever out, he always experienced. So the transition, if I have to miss, he'll be able to take over. And of course, Dr. Jaime being for the last few years. And Jackie, thank you for the last 2 years being board president. A lot has changed, being the first woman that's board president in many years. So congratulations again, and congratulations again for the next 4 years coming back, and of course to Mr. Los Santos also for the next 4 years.
Thank you. And Mr. President, you can close the meeting now. So let's switch.
You want me to close him from here or over there?
Oh, well, yeah, and whatever you want.
Adjournment?
So- It is
Perfect.
6:06. We are adjourned.
All right.